Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, back for my post-market wrap-up for this lovely day. And yes, it was lovely. And we're going to talk about why today was lovely. Tuesday, January 30th, 2018. People, you see these things here, iPhones. Mine did not stop today from probably everyone that I know. Greg, what's going on with this market today? Oh my Lord, goodness gracious, this is the end. No. Do you know why? No. Okay, let's talk about this whole thing that happened today. Now, if you were to have been following, seriously, the mainstream financial channels, you would believe that today might be the big one. I'll tell you, I'm going to go over why this is not the big one, number one, right off the bat. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished just about 2 minutes ago, down not even 1.5%. Not even 1.5%. The S&P 500 finished down just over 1%, and the NASDAQ not even 1%. But this is so out of the ordinary because, again, these cheerleaders on the mainstream financial channels have got people brainwashed to believe that stocks only go in one direction and that we should all be running around with our hair on fire when the stock market does something 100% absolutely normal and everyone should expect this to happen, and if not, a lot worse. Unbelievable, seriously. But what was very interesting today is we had a asset sell-off. Everything sold off. The bond market sold off. Stocks sold off. Crude oil sold off. Gold and silver sold off. Cryptocurrencies sold off. So, with what I just said in mind, let's sit back a moment and reevaluate again what I just said and what it means. So, basically, every asset class sold off today. So, what does that mean? There's a lot of cash floating around, people. It's going to look for a place to go. Let's talk about places where it's not going to go. Okay, it's not going to go into the bond market. Now, that's another tell here. If today was the big one, we would have not seen bonds sell off like this. We would have seen cash go into bonds. We would have seen cash go into the dollar. We would have seen cash go into precious metals. Today was a zero. All right? All this cash that left all of these assets with this pan asset sell-off is going back into the stock market. Back into the stock market. It can't go anywhere else. Is it going to stay in the dollar that is in a meltdown for over a year now and has nowhere else to go but lower? Is it going to go into the bond market? Absolutely not. Because how do we know that? Because today was clearly an opportunity for cash to make its way back into the bond market, and it did not. You got to be smoking some heavy-duty stuff here, people, to want to buy a bond here. The only people that are buying bonds here or entities are those that are propping up the bond market, and that's what's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever. You can't be in the dollar. You can't be in bonds. So this cash is going to look for some place to go. And in this environment, unfortunately, like I say, it's not going to go into precious metals. This is a long-term investment. You know that. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's going to go right back into the stock market because I can promise you President Trump and the whole motley crew are going to make sure that the stock market goes up. Today, in my opinion, was a raging buying opportunity, and I did add to my position here. There's just no doubt about it. You cannot have a pan market sell-off with all of this cash floating around and it not go somewhere. If this were a real, moment where this was really going to hit the fan, we would have not seen a pan market sell-off. It's so simple. But people are in panic mode because the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the one part of this market that the Confederacy of Dunces, and I mean in all caps across the sky, wants you to focus on, fell 1.5%, not even 1.5%, I think 1.37%. Are you kidding me? Who's making a big deal about this? All right. Today was nothing. And to all my lovely friends out there who I love dearly, I love all of you who actually called me about this. Why? Why have you not seen this before? What happened today that was so out of the ordinary that you all ended up in the ER with a coronary today? Because the stock market can actually go down. Oh my God, the stock market can go down. Oh, what a revelation! And it didn't do anything in the grand scheme of things, people. So don't don't panic. This is a zero, and I went over why this is a zero. Pan market sell-off is all you need to look at. When everything sells off like this and there's no safety play, no, I am sorry. For this is not the big one, not by exponents from here to, like, I don't know, as far as you want to possibly go across the United States and around the world 4 times. It's just not it. So in this guy's opinion, and this guy could be wrong, people. I have been wrong in the past, and I will certainly be wrong again, but I don't believe I am wrong now. This cash is going to make its way back into the only place where investors can find yield. Again, go over the asset classes we just talked about. There's only one right now, well, maybe 2, but cryptocurrencies, this pan sell-off with them too, a little suspicious to me. Cryptocurrencies are an anti-debt, just like gold and silver is, in my opinion, but they sold off as well. There's only one place to be here, and sadly, people, and I mean that, it's the stock freaking market. And that's where this cash is going back into, unless I am so grossly wrong and so grossly out of touch. But I would love to hear from you. How many of you believe that all the cash that came out of all of these assets is going to find other places to go? Because it doesn't go to money heaven. You know that. It's going to simply look for another avenue. And in my opinion, going to go back into the stock market. There are so many elements involved here with this sell-off that are beyond suspicious. The Wall Street wizards playing their games, running the stops. You know what I'm talking about, traders. And for you non-traders, look it up. But that's my take on this entire thing. This pan market, pan asset sell-off means stocks are going up. All right. Let's see if I am correct here over the next few days. Doesn't mean it's going to go up tomorrow, people, but that's the way I see it. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. If you think I am so off that Greg is completely wrong and this is it, this is the big one, please outline why. And outline, if this were the big one, why we got a pan asset sell-off and we didn't see any safety play here at all. 0. With that said, I will see you in the morning. Over and out.